I'd like to open the Halifax Board of Health meeting, Wednesday, March 20th, 2024.
At 6:42.
At 6:42 PM. I make a motion to open the meeting.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to announce that the Board of Health meeting is being recorded by Area 58 and can be viewed on YouTube. All right, the first item on our agenda is a hearing regarding Halifax Market and Deli having to do with the tobacco compliance check. You want me to go through this, or do you want to?
Well, would you like to introduce yourselves?
So
You could come up this way. And
yeah, okay.
So nobody will bite you guys. I guarantee.
So my name is MD. I'm the owner of the Halifax Market and Deli. So basically, I'm here for I get the mail from you guys. I wasn't there that day. What happened? Because I just had a baby, February 16, 2024. So I have a problem before. Board of Health people came in and they found 5% in my store. I supposed to not sell, but those are mispacking. Since it's happened, I usually put the stuffs away, so make sure everything is good. So that day I wasn't there for baby. I was in hospital for almost 3 weeks because my wife don't feel good. So she's the manager. Her name is Karen.
Karen from Halifax.
Karen.
Mahan, M-A-H-A-N. Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
So she's from Halifax. She's he manager my store. So she called me that day saying, "This delivery came in. What should I do?" I said, "You can put it away. That's fine. You know what to do." And I was busy. So she put the stuffs away and she found one box of game, sweet, green game. It's supposed to game, green, sweet game. I can sell in the store. So she found and she put in the office, so make sure nobody touch it. In the meantime, Board of Health people went there. She checked, she looked the license, everything, and she went to inside office too, and she saw the one box is there. And here we are. So now she can say,
Right.
go ahead.
And I put it there for return for the next day.
Right.
So, on that day, February 15th, congratulations on your baby.
Thank you.
Kathy Mahoney, who is our tobacco control agent, did go in to inspect and found game greens and glacial mint pods in the back room. If I could just back up in time for a moment so that the board's aware and
Yeah, sure.
help you with it. But on November 16th of 2023, we had missing incomplete manufacturer's documentation, we had non-compliant vape products, and there were loose leaf wraps. On June 21st of 2023, there was a hard warning issued from this board that specifically stated that, if I can help you with that, just so that I'm helping you recall it. Boom. We talked about what went on, first inspection, visit, this, and then it said that there would be, the board decided to give MD a final hard warning for any future violation, which will result in the issuance of a fine. So now if we go backwards from that warning, there's been multiple non-compliant vape products and blunt wraps under the counter. On the 16th of December 2022, your DOR permits were missing. We got that rectified. October 18th of 2022, you had the missing DOR permits, incomplete manufacturer's documentations, and non-compliant products, and the blunt wraps in the back room. When we issued that final hard warning, did the board try to assist you by requesting, demanding, asking for having a box that would be clearly labeled, not for sale, return to vendor? Would that be
Yes, they did.
fair to ask you?
Yeah, they-
Okay, so that's pretty much how I can summarize what's happened up until this point. And then comes the general law of Massachusetts, which we have to, or are required to, be the enforcement of. We can always go above that requirement, but for us to fail to at least adhere to that law would be, well, malfeasance or miscompliance altogether. So, the board can ask any questions, and
Did the Glacier Mint pods come in that same day? Like when were those from?
Those are, actually, they are long time, like almost 4 or 5 years there. And I don't noticed. Because those been banned long time ago. And nobody buy those stuffs anymore. It's been like, I would say like more than 5 years. I never noticed, and she found those one.
So have you put in, as Bob mentioned about having a box?
Yes, I
You know,
talked.
when-
Go ahead.
Right,
Yes.
but is that, so, like, can you set up a box that
Yes.
says to return?
Yes.
Train, have everyone trained to make sure that you put it into that box?
What I did last time when it happened, I don't tell nobody touch any stuffs. I put the stuffs, if anything I saw, I took with me. I don't leave anything in the store because Bob told me one day, do not leave anything in the store. That's why since that day, I took everything with me. And nobody touched anything like when delivery coming.
Yeah.
But if you guys wants to, yeah, I can put the box. But like I said, I'm the only one put the stuffs away.
Yeah.
so if I can just present a question.
Go ahead.
Training.
Okay.
Tobacco compliance is a little bit different than maybe putting bags of chips on a shelf. Tobacco is, in fact, a very controlled substance, regulated by law. And, well, what do you actually have for a brand-new employee? Put, Karen over here. She comes in the door, and you teach her how to ring a register, and you teach her how to load the chips on the shelf, but,
No.
do you spend, or
She does.
maybe I'll ask Karen.
Go ahead.
Well, did you have the opportunity to go through the free online tobacco training?
Yes,
When?
right after we talked.
Oh, so when were you hired?
When I was hired,
Well, what date were you hired?
I was hired in September.
So in September until now, when we talked, the retailer who's responsible for training did not provide you that ability. Is that fair? You just took the training after you talked to me. MD, I'm a resource that can be reached out to.
Yeah.
And could have been reached out to. I think that, and Dave, you own a food establishment.
Correct.
knowing that if there's an issue with food safety, people get sick. If there's an issue with selling products or having products that should not be in a store by law, there's a problem. And I think, well, I firmly believe, not think, that it is the retailer's responsibility to provide the training to the employee so that they can perform what's necessary within the rules, laws, regulations. And
So,
that's where I would, bring that to right now. is-
so is two things.
Yes,
I don't give her enough training because she's been those, that kind business or service. She does almost like more than 10, 15 years. So when I hired her, she used to work in the East Bridgewater somewhere. I don't know where she was.
country convenience,
Country convenience. She's been there almost 10, 15 years.
yes.
Then she came to me.
Okay,
And I took the training course in country convenience too.
So she,
so you took it back then?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
We were demanding.
So then you were well-trained, is that what you're telling me? And
Yep, so yeah,
then you didn't have the
So-
box that we asked you to have?
so I asked her, says, do you need a training? And she said everything she knows, okay? And the new stuff's coming every day. You know that, every day, like every other day, new stuff's coming. And I just give her every time is new stuff's coming, I show her, But box, I didn't box. That's my fault. To be honest with you, this is my fault.
Thank
I
you.
didn't.
No, I
Because
appreciate that.
Those my fault. It's not her fault, nobody's fault. Those are my fault because I don't put the box. And reason I don't put the box because, like I said, I put the stuffs away. If something I see that something sometimes mispacking coming, maybe once a while it's coming mispacking. So what I do, I took with me. That's it. But from now, I already, since I came into your office, she already had training, and I told all my employees, go training for the tobacco, and I put not put the outside, I mark the, I make the box
And where's the box?
in the office now. So if anything is coming, is not supposed to, it goes there. So that way, if anybody go there, they can see it's there.
right.
Okay. I think we're at a point where the board could probably make a decision in
Right.
the event that, you want to. If you'd like further explanation from me or, the agent and or the party, I will tell you that the information that we have on any of the dates that I gave the board is well documented by the state and to the state, and would support a fine based upon the corrective actions and cease and desist that are regulated under Tobacco Control 105 CMR 665. So,
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think, we gave that final hard warning back in June. I really, at that point, I understand there are some circumstances, but I think at that point there should have been, a box, something set up where your employees could, put anything that came in that you shouldn't have in there.
My, I have a lot of employees, so I understand. It is up to the business owner to make sure it's taken care of.
Yes, I know.
You know that. It's unfortunate. It is.
I take it.
It is, and
so-
it's the same thing in my place in town. I would expect.
I have a 5-6 employee, and it's
Yep.
basically nobody have access in the office. Only she has access in the office. So that's why I keep in the office. And like I said, from last time it's happened, I put everything steps away, so nobody touch it.
Yes.
But that day I was in the hospital and it's happened, so here it is.
And clean out all the old stuff then, because you did mention that, one of them was years old.
Oh, yes.
Get rid of it.
I
At
did
this
already.
point, you're not
I
going to
did, I
get
did.
credit.
I did.
I think, I hate to do it, but you have to go by,
I know, I feel like we have to go by, we've got to go by the state regulation. We'd given that final hard warning, so I do feel that we're at the point where we do have to, go with the first violation, which is the fine of $1,000. And just hopefully going forward, there aren't going to be any additional, violations.
We need a motion, and then you do have, if the motion is presented and they vote on it, you do have the right to appeal. Just so you know that.
Okay.
Well, based on, the history and the warnings and, just going along with the Massachusetts CMR, I'm going to make a motion for the fine of $1,000 based on the first violation. Do I get a second?
second the motion. I just want to say one thing that, listen, I understand about business right now. It's very hard. So any of these things that you can do to help yourself, take the extra step. This could have been,
Like I said,
I know.
it's nothing, it's just one box.
Yep.
It's not like, you see I sell somebody or you see it's too many carton, like 100 carton there, that's different story. Okay? If you say, I went there like 100 carton, it's not 100 carton mispacking, it's just one.
The problem
And
is
if
that
I
every
know-
time something's in there, it just happens to be inspection time for you.
Right.
It's a reoccurrence all the time.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
And another thing, if we
Training.
if it's just one box, she can put somewhere else. She's just honest. She said, okay, tomorrow they can pick up. Delivery's coming next day pick up, so she just put in the top right there.
Exactly.
And she's coming
Dave, you
to.
gotta, Pam, should Dave be able to at least make his vote, and then we can discuss this further
Okay.
Sure.
Whatever is
on the
equal, yeah.
motion?
Second the motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Listen, I get it. I understand. I have 60
Yeah,
employees.
yeah.
I understand. I'm also responsible for everything they do.
That's right.
Unfortunately.
It's come to me. Of
That's
course.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I appreciate, honestly, that you came in and spoke to me. Garrett,
Yeah, because because we are coming for business. We're not
We
here
can
for
go with
something
the
illegal
best
or anything.
intentions.
Yes.
And my former background was also retail. And I know that the owner or the manager can't be in the store 24/7.
Exactly.
But if I can just give you one recommendation from my previous experiences is the most successful stores that I ever ran started with great communication, making sure my associates understood what was told to them, having the appropriate training and tools, and then education. Of course, I like customer service, so that was always at the front. So
Right.
if you take anything away besides that, please instill that in the business that you run. Dave, if you think I'm wrong, you can say,
No,
nope, you're
no,
wrong.
No, I don't. I don't. It's just, it's an unfortunate circumstance that every time
I know.
it's a reoccurrence.
Yes.
Yes.
It seems to be every time that you get in something,
Yes.
you're getting an inspection.
That's right. It's true.
All right? So it,
So, and we inspect unannounced. It could be the day after the first one. It could be 3 months later.
Right.
Our job isn't to, like, have you expect us. Our job is, once I walk in the door,
No.
I want everybody to say, oh, great, the Board of Health is here. I know that, this might be a little wrong, or that's okay.
I like to,
But
I
I'm
like
in
you
full
guys coming
compliance.
because that
so-
way you can tell me what's wrong. Because I go to the store all the time. Nothing is gonna be the same thing to me all the time when I go to the store. You know that?
Yeah.
So when if somebody else goes, they can say, oh, you know what? You need to clean this. You need to do this. I like to come in. Whatever.
Well, good, and fortunately,
Knocking the door.
all my retailers and food establishments are like that, so.
Okay.
In this town, because, we're a team. If we're not
course.
part of the solution, we're part of the problem. So we're here to help you, but
No,
we
thank you. I
also have
appreciate
to
it.
follow the rules, laws, and regulations,
Yes,
so.
yes.
Thank you for your time coming in. I definitely appreciate, what you'll do for us moving forward. You have my card,
Yes.
my number, call. I'm always up and down, I'm only that far away.
All right, thank you.
So
Yes.
here I am.
Okay. All set?
Thank you for
Thank you so
coming.
much.
You have.
You guys have any questions for us? though?
I just sir, just one thing before I went to the office like last week. Actually, no, not last week. This week, I think, or last week. I went to office and I saw the all mail in my desk, and I said, Board of Health desk. I said, what is those things going on? Then I asked her. I said, is anybody came in? Oh yeah, they come. So what's happening? He said, you know what? I have to go. So that's why as soon as I saw the mail,
Yes.
I take her. I say, you know what? Go to see the Bob first. See what's going on. And we come in here, and he gives some advice to go online
Right,
and study. She does.
yes.
Yep.
And what are you gonna do? It is what it is.
Yeah,
We all goes by the law,
right, right.
And I respect that too. So it is what it is. All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
Have a good night.
Have a nice evening.
All right, next on the agenda, disposal of permits. 14 Plymouth Street, Bob.
314 Plymouth Street. Is that the first one?
Waiting on revisions.
Yep, so we're just gonna pass that on to the next one.
Okay. And then Building 34, Twin Lakes Drive.
We're
also
passing that
still
one on
waiting.
to the next
Okay.
one.
And 291 Thompson Street.
So, that one, just because of the groundwater level and making the whole system work by gravity instead of pumps, would require a local upgrade approval, which is standard, from the usual 5 feet to 4 feet. So, somebody has to make a motion to approve the variance that would allow a vertical separation reduction.
Okay. I make a motion to approve the disposal works permits for 291 Thompson Street with a variance that would allow vertical separation reduction from the required 5 feet to 4 feet.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Nomination of, this is discussion items, nomination of inspector for animals. So Brian Kling has agreed to remain the inspector of animals for Halifax with the board's nomination appointment. I make a motion to nominate and appoint Brian Kling as the inspector of animals for the town of Halifax from May 1st, 2024 to April 30th, 2025.
Second the motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. He does a great job. Having Brian in our team is a valuable asset.
Okay, next we'll move on to affirm bills paid. So we 101 Anawan Drive. So the board had approved the betterment funding for the septic system back in September. So we are going to affirm approval of the notice of the betterment Form A and affirm approval of the betterment agreement Form B. I'd like to make a motion to affirm both those 1 and 2
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Payroll for the week ending, and that should be March 9th, 2024.
24.
For Robert Valerie, Margaret Selter, Patricia Sanda, Brian Kling, Robert Bucher, and Cindy Metro. I make a motion to affirm the payroll for the, as read.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Expense account 01-512-FY 24-14. I'd like to make a motion to affirm these items 1 through 3 as listed.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I'd like to make a motion to affirm DHCD expenditure 28-507-5784-FY 24-01.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I'd like to make a motion to affirm the iPad account number 26-514-4830-02-FY 24-08.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Let's see, what's this?
Yep. Let's table that one.
Table it, okay. Okay. So just that
Yes.
first item?
Just number 1.
Okay. So we can still do 2 and 3. Okay.
Yes.
So I make a motion to affirm Public Health Excellent Grant Account 25-516-5430-189-FY 24-20, items 2 and 3 as listed.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
The following to be approved, signed, and are voted on. So this is the payroll for the week ending March 24th, 2024.
D4.
Yep. Robert Valerie, Margaret Selter, Patricia Sanda, Brian Kling, Robert Bucher, and Cindy Metro.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Make a motion to approve the February 7th, 2024 meeting minutes.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I'd like to make a motion to approve the February 21st, 2024 meeting minutes.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
I make a motion to approve the revolving account 25-513-FY 24-14.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to approve the Public Health Excellent Grant Account 25-516-5430-189-FY 24-22.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I'd like to make this is permits. I'd like to make a motion to approve permits 1 through 17 as listed with condition all required documents are submitted to the Board of Health office.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I think that is it. So I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting at
7-Eleven.
7:11.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.